And
Oh,
we are live, man. Hey,
awesome.
how are you,
Yeah,
buddy?
I'm good. I'm good. Waiting
Awesome.
for this.
Yeah, this has been a long time in the making, man.
Yeah.
Guys, so this is Long.
Yeah.
He's representing out of Finland, and he's got a banging drink called Pom D'oro. So today we're going to talk about three really key points. Of course, all related to legacy, but I suppose you can apply it to any cocktail comp. We're going to talk about how to be different. We're going to talk about how to stay true to yourself, how to be humble, and then how not to lose sight of competition in life.
Yeah.
So, Long man, introduce yourself, buddy.
So yeah. So I'm Long Lechi. Like I'm from Finland. I have like lived in Finland about over 20 years. So I'm basically Finnish guy. Like Finnish guy, white inside, yellow outside, like banana, like banana. So, so yeah, you can call me banana if you want, but yeah, that's me. I'm have been like, oof, how I said, about 10 years ish in this business, but 5 years of being chef and 4 years of being bartendering. Yeah, so now I'm doing pretty well with pouring drinks. So I chose to do like more cocktail thing.
I think that's funny because your drink really shows that culinary background,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
you know. And
It's
and
my
I think
yeah.
it kind of ties into this idea of how to be different because your drink is the first drink I've ever seen on a competition level that's been ballsy enough to say, "Hey, fuck it, man, throw four cherry tomatoes in there."
Yeah, yeah, but I was like thinking because everybody's like thinking consistent. Like everybody thinks like what ingredient we can make as consistent as. Of course, it's better for like for the brand to sell it, and it's easy to copy in the bars. But for me, it's like I want to think like sometimes inconsistencies kind of give you feels, give you more like uh how I say ideas, because if you making consistent drink, this kind of lose personalities, lose edginess from there. It's like we are humans. We have feels, we have days, we have bad days and good days, and sometimes we can taste our palates taste differently in 1 hour ago because I just smoke or I just drink. I want to think like inconsistent, but not too crazy, because like tomato, you can find tomato everywhere, but they're gonna taste differently. They're different shape, different colors. That's the idea of me. Like I want to put part of that area or part of that culture in that drink.
And it almost lends to this idea of like, beauty and imperfection, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
And I think that relates a lot to art theory as well.
Yeah,
Not everybody looks at a piece of art, or not everybody watches a film, and we don't all share the same uniform idea.
yeah,
And I think you look like the kind of person that embodies that embodies these 3 points about being humble,
yeah,
like be different and stay true.
yeah.
So explain to everyone what Pom D'oro is, and the message behind it, and what you're trying to prove in legacy, and what you're trying to spread.
Yeah. Well, Pomodoro is like the first thing is like because doing I was figuring out the Bacardi cocktail. I was like, what I gonna put there? And I was thinking first thing that I want to put tomato, because I was one of the cocktail before of the Bacardi Legacy. I used tomato. I just fell in love using tomato in drinks and differently. So I was thinking I'm gonna use that, and then I started figuring out more like looking backstory of the tomato, and then it's like everything like matches like my story, uh Bacardi story and tomato story. Tomato have like kind of similar background, but not like as the rum, but tomatoes was found in America, like in the Columbus time, and the one Spanish guy found a tomato in Southern America and bring it back to Europe, and everybody thinks tomato is like a dangerous fruit because of the nightshade that looks like similar, but it's instead of black, tomato looks red, and that's why people think that tomato is poisonous. And because royal people started to eat the tomato, or maybe on salad or something, but they have plates that have lead inside, so that's bring the tomato acid brings the lead of the plates, and that's why they get lead poisoning of eating tomato. That's why he's being like treated. Tomatoes have been treated for like poor people drink, not drink food. Like Italian people, they were poorer. They ate just tomatoes on the wooden plates. They didn't have anything. So that's why I think rum. Everybody thinks rum is like back in the days is for the criminals, sailors, and the poor people drinks or spirits, and that's why I think everything like matches somehow, and because like everybody knows the Facundo Bacardi story, that because he loved to distillate some rum and believe that for that crude spirit can turn to be like fine spirit. Like nowadays, you think of tomato, you can find on lasagna, your favorite food, burgers, everywhere. So in one of that moment, everything turns to be better, like rum. In that one moment of the rum, everybody love rum now, kind of love rum. Everything matches for me.
Man, it's cool that you kind of go back to this origin point, right?
Yeah.
And I think you and I, we both of our theories and our stories,
Mm.
they don't focus on a story that's happened in the past.
Yeah.
It acknowledges the past. We bring it into the future, explaining what we're doing, but then moving it into the future, right? Like taking this one ingredient, being the tomato,
Yeah.
and taking this one, radical idea, distilling with a particular strain of yeast, and then watching it kind of grow and spread throughout the world.
Yeah.
And then we get to take that as individuals, and we get to reapply it and readapt it into what we see as art, or as artistic.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a really cool concept, man.
Yeah.
But is there a reason why you didn't puree it, or is there a reason why you didn't want to juice it? Because for anyone that watches this, Long just throws 4 cherry tomatoes into the shaker.
Just like muddle up and just shake it. Because I was thinking like of the freshness, of the longevity of the tomatoes. Because if when you're gonna pure it, make it juice, it's gonna spoil in 3 days, like the freshness. Or if you use like already made tomato juice, it doesn't have the same effects. I think because if you're gonna make a drink and you wanna have like whole, it's gonna last longer, over weeks in your shelf or in the fridge, and doesn't and it's gonna taste like freshness, and that's why I want to like keep the recipe like that. Just throw four cherry tomatoes, or you just can pick one big tomatoes and just cut it in a dice and do it whatever. But idea is like you choose the tomato and you decide the flavor, but the base is there. The tomato flavor is different in every countries, but you decide what you're gonna put, and that's for me the inconsistency of that flavor profile is, for me, is sexy.
Yeah,
it's really nice to like have that when you go to like let's say I was in beginning of the year in Taiwan. I picked some cherry tomatoes in there, and it tastes totally different, but it was still good. It still got that spirit of the pomodoro. I know that it's pomodoro, but it tastes different.
That's perfect, man. And help everyone explain what else is inside Pomodoro.
Yeah, Pomodoro is like I put like Bacardi Quattro, and because it's got nice the little bit like because 4 years aging give that nice smoothness, but it's not too smooth. I wonder because I was thinking should I use Carta Blanca, but still because of course the Quattro was a new product, so I want to put new product on the drink, and because it got still that edginess, that sharpness that I want to put. Then Martini Ambrato and just lemon, sugar, tomato, and you just garnish with a little bit pepper on top. That's it. You can put on ice or just on coupe. You decide.
Yeah. You know, we tend to forget that tomatoes they're a little bit of like a magic fruit, right?
Yeah,
They're acidic, they're
yeah,
sweet, they can be spiced,
yeah,
they're refreshing.
yeah,
You know, you never, the more people that I speak to, I'm seeing that they're reaching outside of the typical bar world,
yeah,
and sometimes I think it's because of the influence of the kitchen.
yeah. Of
You know,
course.
chefs are coming out, bartenders are going in,
Yeah,
and in that exchange program, there's a lot of knowledge and a lot of ambition happening.
yeah.
So, but tell me, like, what are you going to do with it? In my brain, I'm thinking of a million campaign things that you can do with tomatoes.
Yeah, I've like have like going through different kind of like ideas. So what I gonna do? But my main idea is because the waste, the sustainability thing is really like hot thing going. I was thinking like if I can manage to like start a marketing like this, that if people who gonna put on the list save the scrap of the tomatoes for me, and I gonna collect it, then I gonna try it, make it like sun-dried tomato straps, and make a risotto dish. Idea was like you use everything, like you can pickle all the pit of the lemon and puree it like Moroccan style, uh, cured lemons, and you can. I was thinking like I try to figure out the this because I have been chef myself, so I think everything like gonna match, but I wanna keep like I got inspired by the how say if you have ever watched Chef Tables, the first episode of the Massimo Bottura of saving that Parmigiano and
Yeah,
invented the Parmigiano, the Casio Pepe risotto dish, and he saved the whole company of that because people started to make it all around the world. So I was thinking this is kind of I want to use that idea in my drink because I put so much waste on it. So
yeah.
why not doing something like
While you're talking, I just googled
yeah,
tomatina in Spain,
yeah. Oh, la
but it
tomatina. Yeah.
but it's in August. I thought like that would have been a really cool thing.
I was thinking too. I was one of my ambassador, the Finnish ambassador, said it would be nice if you make a party of the tomato war
Yeah,
somewhere. I just like, but I was thinking, man, yeah, it's fucking awesome, but at the same time, it's in my concept like sustainability. Just throwing tomato war is like it's crossing each other, so
yeah.
doesn't make sense. But yeah, I was thinking that if I wanna go like a boss life, that's just making tomato wars
Yeah.
everywhere.
Because there's nothing more different than adding a raw tomato in the cocktail,
Yeah,
especially for legacy. Like
yeah.
it's a pretty ballsy move,
It's both
and
move. Yeah, but let's if you think like mint or just any kind of fresh fruit, it's like when I was in like I was like shocked in Taiwan that lemons there's cost like hundreds, like a lot of money compared to Europe, of course, and kind of it tastes different in there, but they still use it. But the spirit of the lemon juice, you get that little bit blossomy lemon citrus feeling. but like mint they taste different in different places.
Yeah.
So idea is like why tomato? Why we can't think like tomato? Because we use everyday's lives tomatoes. So
Yeah, it's one of those weird ingredients that's been kind of relegated and reserved for Bloody Marys,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, and maybe it just takes that one person just to say like, no, dude, I'm gonna make I'm gonna make a refreshing tomato drink with rum,
yeah,
and utilize this weird fruit.
yeah,
So and I kind of want to, I said that to say this, you know, to be different,
yeah.
like
To be different.
what does it mean for you to be different in legacy? Because it feels like we spoke about this before, but everyone just they just kind of be doing the same thing year after year.
Yeah, copying each other. Like
Yeah,
thing. There's like a I don't like want to judge anybody, but there's like lots of like when I see drinks, they are like similar, and the concept is similar. It's telling story. We like make it classy, make it fancy. But after all, like one of my really nice colleagues, yes, said that it's classy when it's like when it's classy, like times like Tom Collins or whiskey sour. Never nobody thought it's classic, but like it's in time it's gonna turn to classic if it's gonna last like longevity of the drink. And
yeah,
we trying like thinking like we already make classic drinks. No, it takes time to evolve to classics.
yeah, and sometimes the way that I'm trying to look at legacy is that
Mm.
my drink is a portal
Mm.
into something bigger than myself and my
Yeah,
cocktail.
yeah.
Like I see what my legacy is the theory of of how I approach making a drink and how I approach an artistic view of certain things. I know
Mm.
that in let's say touch wood, let's say that I win the global finals,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
My drink's not going to become a legacy. Like my drink's not going to become world famous overnight. It's not going to change anybody's life.
yeah, yeah,
But I think the story behind it, I
yeah.
think I think the theory behind the drink, that's the most important thing about uniformity. About connecting and unifying people, sharing different perspectives,
Mm.
understanding how we see the world, and how that understanding influences our impact.
Yeah.
That's what I want my legacy to be. And so for me, I've stopped promoting myself as an individual on my social media.
It's
I,
really
I
nice idea. Really nice.
I'm slowly taking away photos with my face on it,
Mm.
and I don't have my name anywhere on social media. Um, it's cubist, and cubist is a theory and as an idea, and
Mm.
I'm secondary. Nobody gives
Yeah,
it nobody gives a shit about my name or who I am, because it doesn't matter at the end of the day, right?
yeah, but for me, you like going full on with your uh thinking and your concept. But for me, you have to like keep piece of part of you, like show people who made it. You need to be proud of yourself. I made this. I made this cubist. This is from me. But everybody can have piece of that. Everybody can share it too. But for me, like my Pomodoro, be a boss. Like when it's time to shine like a star. You should go it. You should do it like then. Don't think that now I need to share it with anybody else. It's your time, so you go for it. And that's my idea of my drink. My concept is this that you have to be like a boss when you have that moment. And
And for anyone that doesn't know, Pomo in Finnish means boss, right?
boss, yes, yeah, no, yeah. And I put like Doro with like the marking on top is that means it in Italian gold. That's the idea
The
of me
gold
because
boss.
yeah, the golden boss. Like and if you put it together, it's like pomodoro in Italian. It's like tomato. So it's I like the name play in there.
It's
But
smart, man.
yeah, but I don't know, because I think the idea of, like you said, being yourself, you want to market your drink of the concept of the idea. But for me, it's that I want to, yeah, marketing my drink as concept and idea. But my concept is that you should be honest of yourself, and people should be more like appreciate them as how I say, individual, how I,
Individual.
yeah, individual. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, my English kind of
No, man.
rusty.
But it's one of these things, right, where we're talking about how to stay true to to yourself
Mm.
in this competition, and I think authenticity is a really big thing,
Yeah,
right? Because it's such a fucking long competition
yeah,
that like if you're not as authentic
yeah,
as the person next to you, it's going to show
yeah,
eventually.
yeah. I know.
And you have to live and breathe this story and this idea and this drink for 5-6 months.
Yeah, yeah. It's really
And
rough.
so it's kind of one of those things, like when you're creating your legacy cocktail, it's what means something to you. What's important to you, and what do you feel like that you could stand behind today, tomorrow, and 2 years from now. So is this the first time that you're doing legacy?
Yeah, this is my first time. This is my first time doing legacy. I have competing before, but I have to say this is one of the stressful competition that I have been in, because I was thinking I make a drink and it's a nice idea. I tell a little bit of myself, and everything matches. But then there's marketing point, when you have like every country have like three, or some country have eight, and, and then they compete each other. Like this sounds like, yeah, kind of like battle royale thing going on. Hey, we are friends. Yeah, we're happy that you managed to get top three, but now let's do something together. But we're still gonna compete each other. Like it's kind of sounds stupid, but same time I understand the process of this competition. I think the Bacardi make a kind of clever choice to do, like putting like, yeah, I everybody can marketing now their brand. It's really clever competition
Yeah,
for
really.
Bacardi, that if you think that 50 countries, and let's think there's top three, and everybody gonna marketing.
It's 150 free marketers.
Yeah, free marketing, like just for 1,000 euro budget. Yeah, so
Yeah, but
clever.
you know what has helped me?
Mm,
Representing Sweden,
mm,
it's the guys that I compete with.
mm.
It never feels like
You're
we're
competing.
yeah, it doesn't feel like that, and I think it's
Mm.
because the three of us are very authentic, and we understand that at the end of the day, we're servants,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
competing in this fun challenge.
yeah.
And I think having that knowledge
Mm.
is kind of relieving a little bit of that competitive stress, not the individual stress that we have in our day-to-day lives with
Yeah,
this competition, because they're all different.
yeah, that's true.
But for us here in Sweden, whenever we hang out together, we never speak about our campaigns. We're never comparing
Mm.
our progress, because that would kind of take away from who we are as people.
Yeah, you just want to sit down, have beer, just chatting somebody else, then competing.
Yeah, yeah, like it's one of those weird moments when we don't want to talk about legacy when we're
Mm.
together,
Yeah.
because it's if I sit there with Save the Legacy or with Supino Cocktail,
Mm.
and I'm trying to big myself up, it
Yeah.
doesn't help me. I can't add that into into my marketing strategy.
Yeah, I understand. So there's like, I understand your point. Yeah, like this Yeah, but it's kind of stressful, kind of for me, because I'm not the marketing guy so much. But now I started that kind of learning the ropes to do it, and let's see what's gonna turn out.
You know, it's one of these things like, okay, we're talking about being different,
Mm,
and being different can incorporate so many different things. It could incorporate, you know, adding tomato into it to a
mm,
refreshing bitter style drink.
yeah,
It could be, you know, the fact that now you have to step outside of your comfort zone.
yeah, that's
You know,
true.
you did it once before, leaving the kitchen to go behind the bar,
Mm,
and now you're leaving the bar to go into the business world.
yeah, that's right.
You
That's good
you know,
point.
and it's one of these things that, you know, I think those that think differently succeed the best. And
Yeah,
you know, success for me doesn't have to be measured in whether you win your region,
yeah,
whether I win Sweden,
mm,
the world, the universe, the galaxy. You
mm,
know, I think that's a very distorted version of success. I think
yeah, yeah,
success,
it's
you
really.
know, it's like what I'm learning in this competition. I feel like I could open a bar tomorrow, and I know how marketing works. I know how, you know, this kind of political game is structured.
Yeah,
And I think,
yeah,
you know, what's helping me is to think differently, to see different opportunities, different relationships. Like for example, like doing this. Like,
yeah. That's yeah. I understand your point. It's like out of your comfort zone, out behind, out of your out of behind of being counter and think everything around like money, marketing, people, connection, connecting other bartenders. That's really like really nice of this competition. Like this, I think I enjoy it the most part of that. You're meeting so much nice
yeah,
pers- personalities and just like different ideas, different culture. It's really that's I think for Bacardi that why I came this is like gave me so much of that for like meeting people and connecting people.
I mean, and I mean, if somebody would have asked me 6 months ago,
Mm.
like, all right, 12 o'clock on a Sunday night, you're going to be talking to some, you know, banana guy from Finland, you know,
Yeah,
about putting cherry tomatoes in a cocktail, I would have told you like, ah, man,
yeah,
that's too crazy to believe.
but
But you know, like we're about to meet in what's
uh,
5.5 weeks.
yeah, in Puerto Rico.
Oh
So
shit, dude, that's like 3 weeks. Yeah,
3 weeks, yeah. So
we're heading to
yeah,
Puerto Rico together.
yeah, I'm fucking excited. I was like, that's what I have to say. That's why I want to compete to get in Puerto Rico. Free trip, yes, but now it's like totally different. Now it's like I'm got so much of this, and like you said, out of the comfort zone, think differently, and yeah, I'm more and more think of my drink. I'm more and more focused on my drink of what I want to bring it out. Why I want to say those words like being boss, be like gold, because this is like the background of me that I who I am. So I want to bring that more and more. So my personality to people. So the more I know people, the more I know about myself. That's
That's
just,
beautiful, man.
yeah. I think so. The more and more I think what I want to show of my drink. I think so.
Yeah, man. And how's the drink selling? You could over at you're at Runar, right?
Runa, yeah,
Yeah, you know, and for anyone that watches this, Runar's it's the best cocktail bar in all of Finland.
yeah. And cocktail bar in Finland, we have like second years now, bro. But
So so the fact that, you know, um that I even get to talk to you about this, like I feel super stoked, man. I didn't get to go to BCA Awards
yeah, no worries, no worries.
this year, but congratulations on
Thank
that.
you, thank you.
So how's Pom D'oro? How's it selling there? Are people enjoying it?
Yeah, they like it if you said it right, but it's intimating when you put tomato in drink. They're thinking it's like savor drink. It's really hard to like if you put like lots of cocktails side to side, and there's like tomato drink, and there's like uh, mascarpone and cherry. They're gonna pick cherry.
Yeah.
Drink. It's really hard for that, but I try to figure out because my cocktail is more like you drink it with the food. It's like I was thinking like I go to the restaurants and said, "Would you like to make this cocktail for with your food?" It would be like perfect. It's different. It's different, and I need to figure out how I'm gonna sell it more.
But I think there's a really great opportunity to be different, right? Like,
Yeah.
is there some sort of I don't want to say like a coaster, but is there some sort of something you could wrap, or give to people, like when they sit down and they open it up and it's like a tomato and it says, like, don't be scared of me, drink me.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And let's see. I don't know. I haven't think so much. I was like thinking like printing some bags and something like that, but it's kind of it's already used. So I was
Bro, you should get little tattoos.
Pomodoro.
Yeah, little tomato Pom D'oro tattoos to put on people.
Yeah, like stamps.
Yeah.
That would be nice, like red stamp. Like I got like this tattoo like in Taiwan. Oh, how I show it? Like it's just like stamp, panda stamp.
Yeah. But that's a smart idea, man. That's thinking differently. See?
Yeah, yeah, that would be nice. But I was thinking that if I gonna have time and manage to do some guest shifting, because in Runar we are only two bartenders in there, so I don't really have so much time to go around and do guest shifting. But I would like to make some events called like wrap and risotto. So it's just like I have bring in just one guest, me and guest chef with me, and we just like making wrap and risotto, and I make a drink and just like matching like food and drink together, and just having fun, not taking too seriously of the making drink or making food.
Are you doing any traveling at all around Europe?
Yeah, I try to. I'm not like I have to tomorrow. I'm gonna schedule my days that where I can go and when I can
Because
what I can do.
if you're interested,
Mhm.
we can talk a little bit later on. But there's an event in here in Sweden that's
Yeah,
coming up in mid-February,
yeah,
and lots of people they're really keen in food and drink,
yeah.
and,
That would be.
so we'll talk about that. We'll talk about it in the DMs.
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can do it because I can bring one of my really good chef with me, and we can like make it happen.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Hey, dude. So, is there anything else you'd like to tell people about your drink, about your legacy, about yourself?
Mm, no, I don't know. I don't know what to talk about. I'm just like it's really nice. I think that if the other people who watching this like th- that that guy is awesome to doing like this kind of live session, and just like be humble of that who you are, and but still like
Enjoy the
still
good times.
enjoy the good times. Show it off when it's time. But like mostly like for me like what I have been like just stay humble, but still be a boss.
Because sometimes it's hard to divide that line, right? Especially as bartenders, because
Yeah.
sometimes, and we've all been guilty of it, right? Where
Mhm.
our heads get too big for our
Yeah, yeah,
bodies, and we think, okay, we win this award or we've been nominated for this, and
yeah,
all of a sudden our shine is too bright.
yeah. That's right.
But it's taken me years to realize, like, it was only at the beginning of this year I used to wear like button ups and everything, like the suspenders,
yeah,
and then I started like halfway through last year. I was
yeah,
like, what am I doing, man? Just fucking I throw on a shirt, put
yeah,
put on put on an apron,
yeah. Just
how I think with age, with experience, things start to kind of get whittled down, and you notice that in the way that people are constructing their ideas to legacy.
yeah,
A lot of their experiences are coming through in the stories that they're telling, and
yeah, yeah.
I think these stories they're different depending on the age that you are and the years of experience you've had in
Of
hospitality.
course.
You tend to find the younger guys and girls, they're always focusing on,
Drink.
yeah, like the party, or they're focusing on like the story, the rising up of Don Facundo and Bacardi, and
Mm,
and overcoming all of this stuff.
mm,
But whereas the older generation, we're kind of now leaning more into, this is what we want to do. This is
yeah,
what we're using this as a platform to share this idea, and you take this idea
yeah,
and you run with this idea yourself.
yeah, yeah, and like supporting other like out of this how I say, like bartendering. Like that guy made me like nice ice cubes, and that guy made me a nice coasters, and that guy make really nice glasses and everything. You started think like more wide, wider to like different like professions that
Yeah,
who we want to support, who want to show. And you, for me, I like it more and more. I started to, even I have working like 4 5 each bartending, I starting notice notice that what I want to do more, like going there is, for me, I'm not want to, of course drinks is part of, is important part of bartending, but for me it's the service is from, I want to like learn more about the customer service. I want to have like people when they come to my bar, they just like snaps. I'm just having a good time. It's not about the drinks. It's just like having good time.
dude. Maybe right there is the link for your campaign. Your idea is all about, be humble, but
Mm.
be the boss when it's time to be the boss.
Yeah,
Why not when people come into the restaurant
yeah,
and the servers that they sell the concept of
mm,
Pom D'oro.
mm,
They order Pom D'oro,
mm,
and then bam, there's like a big celebration.
yeah.
Like this is over the top, like a spotlight. A spotlight goes on them. Somebody comes out with a microphone, and fucking
That's a too intimate. Like, what you gonna do tonight? Yeah,
but making people feel like in that moment you are the star.
oh, yeah. That would be nice idea. That would be. I have to think about that. Maybe some restaurant I can do that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's one thing that I've been doing these hangouts, right?
Mm,
And we just get to talking and talking and talking, and then
yeah,
all these ideas start like kind of flowing,
yeah.
back and forth. And it's the weirdest thing, because I'm sitting here
Mm,
in my living room in Sweden,
yeah,
in my pajamas.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I could be talking to anyone around the world, and we're sharing this one common bond,
mm,
this one common thread.
mm,
And I think out of this collaboration,
yeah,
uh, out of this conversation, a lot of amazing ideas can be spawned from this.
yeah, yeah.
So, hey man, I'm really excited to hang out with you in Puerto Rico. It's gonna be fucking
Yeah,
sick.
I were really excited for that. I'm so sad for that. I miss it in the London part, but hey, I was in Thailand. It was
It's pretty
pretty
good
dope.
too.
Yeah, pretty good in there too. So don't complaining more. How about, but we're gonna meet up in Puerto Rico, and we're gonna meet up in Stockholm. So and you can come to Helsinki anytime. I'm gonna figure out everything for you. Just come. You can come to like do guest shifting if you want. Just hanging out. So,
But yeah, I think I've started saying this more and more often online.
mm,
But the friendships you make on Legacy, and the friendships that I'm making doing
mm,
these radical hangouts,
yeah,
I mean that in and of itself that's more valuable than than any prize could give me.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
The process of this competition, meeting people. Yeah,
yeah.
get out of your comfort zone, and like it's like
Yeah, I mean the fact that like okay, I can go grab a ferry, overnight, hang out in Helsinki.
mm,
I've got a couple of friends that I didn't know 2 months ago,
yeah.
and it's all because we made a drink that somebody thought was not disgusting.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's like this is like I like it because the bar community is like we're like easy to connect because we have similar like how I say interest what we want to talk, but sometimes we need to figure out something else. With the bartender is not all my life. You have to have like something like common with other people to have like get that good connection.
Absolutely, man. I couldn't agree with you more.
Yeah.
But buddy, I'm gonna jump off. It's
Yeah.
midnight, and
Thank you.
hey man, it's been an absolute pleasure talking with you. I've been dying to talk to you since since I knew that you made top three.
Oh yeah, thanks, man. That was awesome. I can't wait for see you in Puerto Rico.
Me too, brother. Oh, hey, I'm gonna text you now, and
Yeah,
we're gonna try and figure something, an event to do together.
yeah, of course.
Cool, brother.
Yeah,
Oh man,
thanks,
I,
man.
I wish you nothing but peace, love, and success, brother.
Yeah, same you. Bye.
Peace.